Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be covering the best Herbalism Specializations here in the War Within, and what you can do to sort of make the most gold, get the most herbs, and essentially accomplish any goal that you want with Herbalism by doing this method. And it will allow you, to get tons of awesome herbs that will be very beneficial to your character, whatever you want to do. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the very first thing is to make sure you have learned Herbalism here in the city of Donegal. You unlock this relatively very quickly after reaching the War Within, and definitely would recommend just getting 2 professions no matter what they are once you get here. And then you're going to then start on Herbalism. Now, Herbalism is pretty easy to level. You just go out there and pick herbs. You can pick all of them. The higher your level is, the more herbs, the higher quality you will get. And then each of these herbs you see here, when you pick these, they will give, if it's an undiscovered type, it will give you a knowledge point. So I believe there are 8 herbs of each type that you want to go out there. So like an altered myco bloom, a crystallized myso bloom, those types of things like that. Each of those will give you a point the first time you pick them. Another thing that is very important is knowledge. So in order to get knowledge, there are 8 treasures for every profession out there in the War Within. These are the 8 that you will get here for Herbalism. There are plenty of other videos out there to find them. They're pretty easy to find as well. But that is a total of 24 additional points, which is very good for Herbalism and allows you to get a lot more with it. Then the next thing is right here in Donegal is the Crafters Enclave, and you come right inside this area and you will do a little entry quest, and that will give you some Artisan's Mental, which it's a curity here in War Within, and then you can use this to buy some notes. They will give you enough to learn 2 notes essentially. If you use it to then learn it, upon learning this you will get 75 of the Artisan's Acuity, so that, and it gives you 15 more points. So definitely recommend you come in here and do that. So that right there is a total of 39 points that we have to spend. So the 3 specializations for Herbalism are Bountiful Harvest, Botany, and Overloading the Underground. So each of these are, specialized at a certain aspect. Botany's gardening, Overloading is elemental stuff, and Bountiful Harvest is just raw herb picking. So I would recommend going with Bountiful Harvest and then putting all of your specializations into Bountiful Harvest all the way up to 40. And I would highly recommend that you also unlock everything, regardless of if you plan on using it or not. Unlocking these sub-specs gives you decent stuff. Now the next part here is tricky. So you can go into 2 different things. Your options are to either go after specific herbs, or you could go Overloading the Underground and go with elementals. This is personally your choice. You can also become a botanist, but I would highly recommend if you go with the botany, you just focus botany and you have an alt who sits there at the garden and just does botany non-stop, because it's not really too crazy to do at this moment. But I would highly recommend the 2 herbs to go in after Bountiful Harvest is Blossom Browser or Spear Scavenger. I'm going with Spear Scavenger because these spears are selling for the most right now. I don't know exactly why they're heavily used, but I am going to specialize in that, so we have additional finesse in order to do this. So talking about finesse, the stat overview for Herbalism and why we went with these things is finesse will allow you to get more of the reagent found when you're herbing, so it could be very, very nice. Then deafness allows you to gather it quicker. This isn't really that big of a factor, especially if you are using a sky golem mount, which you should be when you are Herbalism, because you do not get dismounted. And then perception allows you to get rarer items when you're doing it. So the 2 stats that are really important to go after are finesse and perception, and so making sure that you invest the gold into the gear right now for baskets and stuff This might cost you 10 to 20k depending on your server, and it will yield a lot of profit because having an additional 238 finesse and 149 finesse is incredible, and I would recommend that you do the investment for this stuff. And then your hat can be varying, but buy the best that you can for the value. I wouldn't spend too much just for a few eye levels. It's not worth it in my opinion, to do that. So now that we have gathered this and we have sort of done our specializations, I'm going to go out here and give you guys a little sample for just to show you how much we can get from picking a few herbs. So essentially here, just like Dragonflight, the system is very similar to that. All the herbs spawn everywhere, so you can just run out here. Once your map loads, you can very easily find some herbs. As you can see, there is one right here. So this is a Blessing Blossom. So we are going to loot that, and we just got 2 of those just like that. So pretty quick, pretty easy, and you can get multiples. If we were to find a spear, we would get the most because we specialized into that, but we are just going out here real quick to get some more. Since we got 2 blossoms, I'm starting to think we should have went with that, but just right there you can make decent gold. So we got 2 blossoms, and then we got 3 2-star blossoms. I'm going to fly over to the auction house real quick and give you just a rough example. That took me less than a minute to fly out there and get those herbs, and we are going to put them on the AH because the prices right now are absolutely insane and they are instantly selling. So I'm just going to give you guys the little quick sample. So these are 2-star blossoms. We can put these up for 56. Anytime you're selling, just be careful. People like to price gouge, like you can see with those 2 people there. So bam, we put those up and they have instantly sold. So just like that, we made like 500 gold really quickly putting them up there and selling it. But anyway, that is my quick guide for the best herbalism professions. There is a merit to botany, but I think it's more for an alt AFK type profession, not an active go out there and gather a ton of gear, because a ton of herbs profession, because it's just really different. But anyway, if you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below. I will do my best to answer them. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.